He was sitting on a bench and looking at an old photo album. I watched him for hours as he slowly passed over each picture with love. There were a lot of times when joy would overcome him, but then there were others when complete sadness would fill his eyes. My curiosity got the best of me, so I went and I sat with him, and he began to share his memories. I listened as he told the story behind each photo. He remembered every single detail, and we lived each one with intense love. My stare never left his face because the photos were nothing but a memory. I could see the stories in his eyes. I laughed with him, but I cried as well. He loved his children so much. He came to a specific photo, and pain took over. Tears began to stream down his face. I listened as he told the story of a child he loved so much. She was one of several daughters, and the pain she had caused him was apparent. But nothing was made more apparent than the love he had for her. She was a curious child, her passion for everything. She yearned for more with question after question. But childhood and pigtails soon turned to adolescence and drugs, as his once laughing child became a bitter teen. He told of days when she slapped him in the face with her relentless defiance, and of the many times she reminded him how much she hated him. There were no end to the tears he had shed for her. He wept as though her life had killed her, but he gained his composure to continue. Even as an adult, his baby girl lived destructively. Her days held no beginning and no end. He cringed as he lived days watching his drug-induced daughter and hearing the endless conversations between her and her friends from the night before and all of its unbearable details. His weeping began to take over again. His body shook uncontrollably, but still he proceeded to tell me how much he loved her. This was a once laughing child bouncing on her daddy's knees, shrieking, "Higher, Daddy, higher, again." This was his little girl, and there was an obvious place for her in his heart. My own emotions began to take over. I became truly enraged with this woman. How could she hate this man who obviously loved her more than she had ever known, or even bothered to care? I had to see his face. I had to look into the eyes of such a person. I had to turn away from the spellbound beauty in his eyes, rather to the photos. What I saw took my breath. I wasn't looking at the hardened face of a monster, but rather a beautiful woman with years of pain running to her eyes. I continued through the photos and gasped as I realized I knew her. I knew this woman with whom I was furious with. I knew this woman with whom moments before I was enraged with. I stopped as I realized she was me. This story was mine, and that man sitting on the bench I spent hours laughing and crying with over this child we loved so dearly was God. I smiled, kissed him on the cheek, and walked away without looking back. It would be many years before I saw him again, and all those years he never left that bench. His love for me never faded, and in the meantime, I began to heal. I found family and community, love and laughter, joy in relationships, but above all, peace in his arms. I've learned a new language. I've loved and I've been loved, but I've also learned courage. Courage to trust the beautiful family that surrounds me. Courage to be loved unconditionally and be adopted. I'm no longer an orphan. I know I'm safe. But when I return broken, bleeding, and slowly dying inside, my father was waiting for me on that bench. He smiled and said, "Welcome home, my child. I've been waiting for you."